Whispers behind the scenes. Yoo Yeon-seok and Chae Soo-bin's forbidden secret. Some stories are written in the spotlight. Others, whispered behind closed doors. And then there are secrets, forbidden ones, that were never meant to see the light of day. At the heart of South Korea's entertainment industry, where perfection is curated and personas carefully molded, one tale continues to circulate among the hushed voices of insiders. A tale that was never meant to reach the surface. Yoo Yeon-seok, the ever-charming gentleman with a polished image, and Chae Soo-bin, the darling of dramas and a rising queen of K-romance, have long been fan favorites. Their recent collaboration on the hit drama, A Place Only We Know, left fans swooning. Not just for the story, but for the chemistry that felt too real to be scripted. But now, murmurs echo through studio hallways and coffee shops near broadcasting stations, whispers that hint at something deeper. Something hidden, something forbidden, and as dispatch, fan communities, and former staffers piece together breadcrumbs. The question remains, what secret did Yoo Yeon-seok and Chae Soo-bin work so hard to hide? Part 2. The beginning, where it all started. The story didn't begin with fireworks. No grand headlines. No viral paparazzi photos. Instead, it began in silence. In 2024, producers at TVN began casting for a new romantic drama that promised to reimagine the notion of fate. The working title was A Place Only We Know, a soft, melancholic romance set in the countryside of Gangwon-do. A story of two lost souls, seeking refuge from a world that had broken them in different ways, and finding each other in the most unexpected moment. Yoo Yeon-seok was the first to be cast, a seasoned actor known for his emotional depth and calm charisma. Shortly after, Chae Soo-bin was offered the lead female role. While the pairing raised a few eyebrows at first, mostly due to the age gap and differing styles, insiders would later confess, from the first script reading, something felt different. According to a production assistant who spoke under anonymity, there was something in the air that day. The way they looked at each other, like they had known each other in a past life. It wasn't just acting. You don't fake that. Their rehearsals, filmed quietly in a rented studio in Nanyang-dong, often went over schedule. Scenes meant to be light-hearted flirtations turned into deep emotional exchanges. Even the director, initially skeptical of the pairing, commented during an internal meeting, "If this works the way I think it will, we're not just filming a drama, we're filming something real." What no one realized at the time was that the connection between Yoo Yeon-seok and Chae Soo-bin didn't begin at the first script reading. It began much earlier. Part 3. A past they thought no one knew. In 2019, during a private scriptwriting workshop held in Jeju Island, organized discreetly by a well-known director looking to cast new faces, Yoo Yeon-seok and Chae Soo-bin had met for the very first time. Not as co-stars, but as two artists trying to escape the rigid boxes of their respective images. He was quieter than expected, a workshop attendee recalled, and she was warm, but reserved. They ended up sitting together during one of the dinners and talked for hours. At one point, we thought they had gone back to the hotel, but someone spotted them walking along the beach at midnight. Just talking. No photos, no evidence, just memories whispered in passing. Shortly after that trip, Chae Soo-bin reportedly turned down 3 major lead roles, citing personal reasons. Yoo Yeon-seok, too, declined a major Netflix offer around the same time. Years passed. Each built their career separately. But something about that brief encounter in Jeju seemed to linger. When A Place Only We Know cast both of them, it was as if fate, or perhaps someone behind the scenes, had intervened. But if it was fate, it came with consequences. Part 4. The Forbidden Secret, What They Tried to Hide. In an industry governed by contracts, reputation, and image management, not all love is allowed to bloom freely, especially when it threatens the delicate balance of public perception and commercial branding. Shortly after the drama began filming, a senior manager at one of Korea's leading entertainment conglomerates received a tip-off. A blurred photo, 2 figures, backlit by the warm glow of a street lamp near Han River Park. The caption? They said they were going home separately. But here they are. The figures were unmistakable, even with masks on. The height difference, the posture, it was them. Yoo Yeon-seok, Chae Soo-bin. But that wasn't the real scandal. The scandal was why they were trying so hard to keep their connection a secret. Contractual clauses, no dating allowed? Multiple sources revealed that Chae Soo-bin's management had included a strict, no dating clause in her contract for 2024-2025. This was especially crucial due to her upcoming role as the exclusive face of two international cosmetic brands, both of which were banking on her pure, unapproachable elegance. A relationship, especially one as emotionally intense and too real as what she had with Yoo Yeon-seok, would disrupt that image. But the real kicker? Yoo Yeon-seok had also signed a similar clause tied to a global travel campaign he was fronting. The brand of Escape, a multi-billion-won tourism project, demanded that he remain single and aspirational during the entire promotion cycle. If either of them were caught in a relationship, especially one with each other, both would face heavy financial penalties and termination of endorsement deals. So they kept it a secret. But secrets don't stay buried in K entertainment for long. Strange behaviors on set. Production staff began to notice unusual patterns. The two would arrive and leave at different times. But their cars would circle back near the same parking structure late at night. They often avoided sitting next to each other during table reads, only to be seen chatting alone on the rooftop during breaks. During emotional scenes, the director once noted, they cry too easily. I almost don't have to say, action, anymore. And then there was episode 9. A kiss scene so raw, so charged with emotion, that even the scriptwriter reportedly asked, did they rehearse this privately? I didn't write it like that. But when the episode aired, viewers didn't question it, they loved it, they believed it, because it wasn't acting. The letter that changed everything. In January 2025, a former intern from the PR department of the production team anonymously posted on an insider forum. The message, now deleted, read, they tried to keep it from everyone. But I saw her crying in the hallway after a call. He left the building shortly after. No words, just silence. Something happened, and it wasn't just about love. There's a reason they can't go public. A powerful one. What that reason was, no one dared to name. But fan forums caught on. Reddit threads popped up. Dispatch sent out night teams. And soon, the industry would catch fire. Part 5. The fallout, when rumors turn into scandals. For weeks, the whispers lingered like smoke, visible but never fully tangible. But it only takes a single spark to turn whispers into wildfire. That spark came in the form of a leaked photo. On the night of February 14, 2025, Valentine's Day, a low-resolution image surfaced online, showing Yoo Yeon-seok and a woman believed to be Chae Soo-bin entering the basement parking lot of a private villa in Hanam-dong. Both were masked. He was holding a takeout bag. She was holding his hand. The image spread fast, too fast. Within hours, #Yeon-bin scandal began trending on X, formerly Twitter. Reddit's K-drama forums exploded. News agencies scrambled to verify the authenticity of the photo. Dispatch, who had been quietly tailing both actors for months, dropped an even bigger bombshell: CCTV footage from a neighboring restaurant. The video showed the same couple, seated in a dimly lit corner, sharing a quiet meal. No managers, no staff, just the two of them. They weren't just dating, they were hiding it with military precision. Corporate reactions, damage control in motion. Within 24 hours, both actors' agencies released contradictory statements. Yoo Yeon-seok's label stated, they are close colleagues who happen to meet privately. The rumors are exaggerated. Chae Soo-bin's agency, however, responded more cautiously. We are currently verifying the situation. Please understand that this concerns the artist's private life. But fans weren't buying it. The timing, the body language, the hand-holding. This wasn't just coincidence. Cosmetic brands began requesting urgent meetings. One insider reported that Chae Soo-bin's 2.5 billion won contract was suddenly under internal review. A major European brand considering her as a global ambassador reportedly pulled out last minute. citing instability in public image. Yoo Yeon-seok's tourism campaign? Posters remained up, but the upcoming global press conference in Singapore was mysteriously cancelled. Behind closed doors, legal teams scrambled to determine if either had breached contractual obligations. The stakes were no longer emotional. They were financial. Millions were on the line.